What's up, YouTube? We are back for part 2 of my forging series that I'm currently running here on the channel. If you're just joining us, this is part 2 of a 3-part forging series that I've decided to do in response to an order that I recently received from a customer asking for a 3-piece forged barbecue set made up of a fork, a spatula, and a spoon to be able to cook over a fire pit. Now, if you have seen the first video, you'll know that a requirement of the customer is a 2-foot shaft on each tool. And if you also recall from the first video, I just barely made that requirement for the fork using the original 7-inch piece of 1-inch rebar that I said I was going to use for each tool. However, after doing some rough math and really started to think about the design and everything, I came to the conclusion that more material is going to be needed, obviously, down at the head of both the spoon and the spatula. And really, plain and simple, I just wanted to leave myself a bit more wiggle room to meet the parameters for each job here. So, because I have so much of the material laying around, I decided to cut larger pieces. So now the spoon and the spatula will both be made from a 12-inch piece of 1-inch rebar. So today we're going to be making the spatula. So all that's left to do now is to fire up the forge and we'll get started. Okay, quick pause here to show you where we're at and how we're looking. Forged to shape here. All muffed up once again. Actually got a really good stamp there that time. Same tang setup. Shaft diameter is the same as the fork. And I'm definitely glad I went with a bigger piece of rebar because I definitely needed way more material down here to get the kind of spatula head that I'm going for here. I guess I could have forged the gentle arc in the shaft and then, you know, essentially like the bend that's in a typical spatula head, but I'd rather refine this shape on the grinder and then slowly do that with the torch. So we're going to jump on the grinder and clean this baby up. Okay guys, that's going to be it for episode 2 here of the first ever forging series I'm running on the channel. Thanks for coming into the bakery and hanging out with me today. Be sure to like this video and let me know in the comments how I'm doing. I think I gave you guys a pretty sweet transformation to watch. We took a 1-inch piece of rebar about a foot long and turned it into our barbecue spatula, part 2 of our 3-piece set here. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and keep a sharp eye out for new build content every month. Up next is the final build in our 3-part series here. We're going to be doing a spoon, so stick around and we'll catch you next time.